From Fox 5 News, it's time for more Good Day New York. Today in the book club, let's put the book cover up, please.
It's called What Addicts Know. It's 10 lessons from recovery to benefit everyone. It's by Christopher Kennedy Lawford. This is his 4th book, by the way.
And Kennedy, it's that Kennedy, yes. Christopher Kennedy Lawford, his uncle, I believe, was John F. Kennedy, the president. Sir, welcome back to Good Day New York.
Great to be here always, you guys.
So, this is your 4th book on this subject.
Yes.
How is this different from the other 3 books?
Well, this is meant for people who are not necessarily to have this issue, but I did this book to combat stigma and discrimination. The reason why a lot of people don't get treatment and a lot of reasons why we don't address this issue is because of the stigma and discrimination. This is for people. The recovery, people in recovery know how to maximize their life, enhance their lives. People out there are looking to be happy. This book has tools for happiness.
Can we go back a little bit? You suffered from addiction. What were you addicted to, and for how long?
I say I was a pig from the gate. I liked everything. I wanted to be out of here. You know, I grew up in a time, you know, I had violence in my family. It was a terrible time, and I didn't want to be here. So drugs and alcohol are medications for adolescents. I'm here to speak tonight for the New York Center for Living. And they deal with kids. This is an issue that affects our children, and we need to address it on a societal level, or else we're gonna have a generation of kids that are in trouble.
You and I were talking about kids and drugs. I mean, you don't think of kids as addicts, but you were telling me when you were 13, you were experimenting with LSD.
Right, and when you get a kid who has the genetic predisposition for this, we know this is a brain illness. We know it has a genetic component, and you add trauma to that. It's gas on a fire. And so this is where you can make a real difference. Intervention early can make a huge difference in a person's life.
From the outside looking in, we've heard tales of other Kennedys suffering from addiction, right? I want to ask you about your father, actually. Great actor, married into the Kennedy family, right. He married the president's sister. What was, it sounds like it was great, but what was that like for him that you know?
Well, I think this, again, this is a cultural thing, and it was difficult. It was difficult for people to deal with this issue back then.
Were there unique stressors, though, in your family?
Absolutely. I mean, we see it in the press all over the place. With you had celebrities behaving badly. Right. I mean, this is an issue that if you have entitlement and you're enabled, it makes it more difficult to get help.
Right, and also you had so much tragedy in your family too. You lost your 2 uncles.
Right, and you have to remember these alcohol and drugs are medications. People are using them to medicate. They work for a little while and then they stop working. The downside is addiction.
So in the book, as you mentioned, it's not just for addicts. There are mantras, there are life lessons that you want people to. Your favorite, which one gives you the most inspiration?
I think turning pain into growth is a big thing. People in this society think we should avoid pain. Pain is a blessing. You know, when difficult things happen to you in your life, they're great opportunities for growth and transformation.
What is it like being a Kennedy like today? I mean, I was watching television the other day. It was The Simpsons, and they had like a grassy knoll joke. And I wondered, like, this is shown in New York. There are Kennedys who live here. You get bombarded with this stuff all the time. And I would just imagine it's a very unique experience compared to the rest of us.
Look, I live in Hawaii now, and nobody cares about anything there but what kind of a wave you can ride.
Is that why you're there?
Truth, yeah. But I went through the 50th anniversary of my uncle's death, and it was challenging. It's challenging to see that kind of stuff over and over and over. I can only imagine what it was like for my mom and my uncles to have to bear witness to that almost daily. Difficult.
And today in the paper there's a story about your Aunt Jackie Kennedy, who had written these beautiful letters to a priest in Dublin. I mean, kind of pouring her heart out and the conflict that she was going through. And at first I was concerned. I'm like, how did this priest release these notes? I mean, these were private, confidential notes, but apparently the priest had passed away, and now they're up for auction. When are you interested in reading this stuff, or do you not
at all,
want to know?
I love, Jackie had amazing handwriting, and she wrote letters to us. I have a couple letters of hers. She was beautiful. Jackie was an extraordinary human being. And unfortunate that private things have to be made public. It's difficult, but that's the cost of a public life.
Christopher Kennedy Lawford, the name of the book is What Addicts Know, 10 Lessons from Recovery to Benefit Everyone.
Right.
Everyone.
And where can people see you tonight?
Come see me tonight at the New York Center for Living Gala.
And are there tickets still available?
Believe there are tickets still available on 42nd Street.
Okay, we'll put the information on our website
Fabulous.
to link to where this event is tonight.
Thank
nice
you
to see
guys.
you again.
Great to see you.
Good
Thanks
stuff.
for
Thank you,
having
sir.
me.
Thank you.